Wallstreet predicts that ADA Cardano will reach $10 sooner than you think. Shockingly important news. Most altcoins pay a hefty price when a bearish market takes a swing on the charts. While Bitcoin and Ethereum lead the valuation decline, the other assets are usually only able to follow their cue. That hasn't really been the case for Cardano in 2021, however, as the fifth largest asset has held its own with relative strength. Today we're going to talk all about why Wall Street is looking at Cardano and why it will skyrocket soon. So watch the video till the end, because today's video is going to be the bomb. Welcome to Cardano Land, your daily dose of Cardano. If you're interested in everything around Cardano, this is the place for you. Subscribe if you want to stay updated with all the Cardano news, predictions, and stay one step ahead in the crypto world. Make sure to hit the like button for us to provide you with more Cardano news. Don't forget to enable all notifications to join our weekly cash giveaway pinned in the comments. Before we get to our topic, let's take a look at the chart and see what the price of ADA is doing on the 2nd of February, shall we? After successfully retesting the $1 key support, Cardano ADA appears to prepare a possible breakout from its current price range, if the recent crypto bullish sentiment continues. Key support levels, $1.92. Key resistance levels, $1.1, $1.2. ADA's price has been consolidating between the critical support, $1, and resistance, $1.1, for over a week. The recent price action and technical indicators give hints of a possible breakout off this range. ADA rarely stays for too long inside a tight range, so the most likely solution, volatility should return soon with a significant move. Trading volume. Volume has been very low lately for ADA, indicating a major breakout can be anticipated in the near future. RSI. The daily RSI continues to be rather flat without a clear trend. This is in line with the current price action. However, on the lower time frames, such as the 4-hour chart, the RSI has been making higher lows, which is a bullish sign. MACD. The daily MACD remains bearish, but the histogram and moving averages continue to curve up. At this rate, a bullish crossover is likely in the coming days, mainly if the price breaks the key resistance. The current bias is somewhat bullish. This would be confirmed if ADA managed to break the key resistance at $1.1. Now let's get back to the topic. Since the beginning of October, Cardano's value has risen by a whopping 2,276%. During the latest market collapse, the alt's value had dropped by only 40% at press time. Ethereum, in fact, has declined more significantly than ADA post 19th of May. What's more, the $1 range has been steadily held by the token, and with bearish pressure reducing across the market, the asset is likely to recover over the coming weeks. However, there might be more positive catalysts for Cardano in the space. Cardano third largest holding on Grayscale. Wall Street incoming? According to a recent announcement from Grayscale, the organization has added Cardano to its large cap fund alongside the likes of Bitcoin and Ethereum. The asset is now the third largest holding in the fund, with a 4.26% allocation. It's important to note that while Cardano was on the consideration list until now, its direct listing has seen the token jump above the likes of Chainlink and Bitcoin Cash, both assets that were listed long before ADA. The Grayscale development is huge for ADA, as it opens up direct access for accredited investors trying to invest in the project. Grayscale had filed for our Cardano Trust back in January 2021, and presently it makes sense to add the token to its large cap funds. But why? Capital inflows were identified during the 19th of May crash. While the ESG debate was raging around Bitcoin, one which has been deemed by some as one of the reasons which caused the market dump, investors were turning their attention to proof-of-stake assets. In fact, CoinShares found that post the 19th of May crash, Cardano noted $11 million in capital inflows from institutional assets. During the same time, Bitcoin's market saw significant capital outflows of $115 million. Ergo, it can be inferred that institutions have been taking notice of the project before Grayscale even made its accessibility clear. But Cardano's next development would possibly push its value even higher. Will smart contract additions lead to high-profile partnerships? Possibly. Cardano recently released its first ever Plutus smart contract on its Alonzo testnet, and further developments will be taking place in the month of July. Adding the functionality of smart contracts and their eventual implementation would mean that creation of dApps will be possible on the Cardano network. The specific domain which allowed Ethereum to touch a higher valuation would be programmable on Cardano, which only increases its state of utility. Wall Street is already flocking into the space, and it wouldn't be long before they're publicly vocal about their allocation on Cardano. Now let's talk about whether Cardano will make it to the third position again in 2022. Cardano lost its third position in September to Tether, despite unleashing smart contracts and dApp features. In August 2021, Cardano's ADA token skyrocketed by 150% and became the third largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization. Unfortunately, the digital token couldn't keep the crown for a longer time. Towards September, ADA lost its position to Tether and Binance Coin. Since then, Cardano's price has been on a downward trend. Although ADA has positioned itself as a major Ethereum killer, the value seems to be gloomy. Therefore, we explore Cardano's possibility to get back its third position in 2022. Cardano began 2021 on a positive note, but towards the end of the year, it got tumbled upon major distractions that eventually affected its price. In the first 9 months of the past year, the growth took Cardano's price up by 1,400%, only to push it down by 60% in the end. At the time of writing, ADA is being traded for $1.33, with a market capitalization of $44.58 billion. Currently, Cardano is occupying the 6th position in the cryptocurrency market. With decentralized applications and smart contracts on board, ADA might encounter a possible spike in 2022, which will help the digital token retain its third position and reach a new all-time high. Well, that's it for today's video, guys. Also, we would like to mention that this is not a channel intended specifically to provide financial advice, and we do not ask you to invest in any company. This is merely a channel directed towards bringing educational content to your doorsteps. With that in mind, before you invest in anything, we recommend you do thorough, wide-spectrum research on the topic. And make sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. See you next time on Cardano Land. Bye!